Welcome back to the Sheffield Wednesday Road to Glory within FC25's Ultimate Team. We are leaving good gaps between these episodes now, so we have about 3 different promos to go through and lots of progression. As you can see here, that's just an early Evo with Chalobah there getting to an 81, but it doesn't stop there with this player. You're going to see a lot of footage of just packs being opened. We've got the whole Black Friday event condensed into about 5 minutes in this video. And as you can imagine, in the Black Friday event, I was opening loads of 82x14s, getting loads of informs. So the club is now absolutely stacked with high-rated fodder. The amount of times I had to clear out my duplicate storage was ridiculous. And it's actually happening again with the winter wildcard thing, which is what we want, really. We want to be able to do it. It's a little bit tricky on a game where you can only play with former Sheffield Wednesday players, but as you see there, we've got an 85 Sasa we're probably never going to use. We're still working on the new EU there, but we do get him finished at some point today. Chalobah's now 85 overall, going through an Evo there, and Chalobah's very, very useful in the middle of the park. I decided to give the purple promo to Jamal Lowe. I'm not really Evoing him in anything else anytime soon, so we'll give him the purple one, and we also give Vardy the goal scorer Evo there because he's been getting loads. Palmer goes through the Rodri one at this point, so he's 77 overall now, and I think with Central Pillar and some other Evos that we're going to see down the line, Palmer's going to become my main centre-back next to Godfrey, is the plan. They also brought this Wonder Wing Evo in. I'm not massively crazy about a red Evo, but it does make Marco Matthias just that little bit better. Even though we're struggling to get him chemmed into the side, the higher stats he has, the less that will be a problem. So we're going to put him through that. We're going to put Murphy through Track Thunder because he comes 86 overall, which, yes, probably caps him for a little while from Evos, but it gives him Rapid Plus, which gives him a little bit more of an extra sprint, basically, to get away from players. We're going to put Antonio at this point. There's lots of Flash Evos. We put all of our players through the Flash Evos. I don't know if I show them all, but there is players that get little stat boosts like Antonio here. He goes through Precision Shooter because I'm going to chain him through another Evo, which you can probably guess if you probably did the same one. This one, Pitch Predator, it's a 60k Evo, but it gets him to 84, and it also gets him Power Shot Plus. So it's very useful for Antonio. We're going to put him through that one. This is why we're trying to be coin rich on this account so we can use the Evos, and Finesse Shot there is going to be fantastic because his finishing sometimes leaves a little bit to be desired. Paul Valentin is going to have the Pitch Vision Flash Evo just to bring his passing up because that was one of his real weaknesses. They've actually just released a winter wildcard Evo for a right back, and by doing this, I think this is what stops him being able to get into. I also give him like the dribbling one or something, and it stops him being able to get into that one, but he could still have the defensive one. I've not decided on that yet, but Paul is such a good player, especially with that play style. Speed Burst is something we're going to put on Ross Barkley here just to improve his pace before he goes into Hey Jude. I have decided that I want to focus on Ross Barkley in that midfield at this stage. We also pack James Beadle out of a pack, and I've got a rule. If you pack a Wednesday player, first owned, I don't care if you've got to pay 3k or whatever it is for the silver packs, we're buying him. So we do have a first-owned James Beadle in the club now. The Speed Burst Evo was done a long, long time ago at this stage. It's been a while since the last update, but Barkley's through that, and now he's going to fit nicely into Hey Jude. Some of these got annoying at the time because they stopped letting you do them in Rush. They still stopped letting you do them in Rush. I used to do a lot of my Evos in Rush. I mean, even the option, you get like win games in Rush, but then play games in squad battles and rivals on the same Evo. And it's like, why can't you just do something that we can play it all at once? It's been very frustrating, like getting all the things ticked off. But because I've done it all in Rush, I then have to play 3 squad battles with the same player when I could be working on another player. So that got very frustrating during this time. And it's still frustrating because they've done it with the winter wildcards as well. But as you can see, we keep packing high-rated fodder, filling out that club. I'm going to go for Cantona, guys, because you guys said Cantona play for Wednesday in the preseason friendlies, and I know he did. So if we can reach for a player that's probably going to be the best rated player we can have on this squad, we might as well have a goal to aim for. And I think Cantona's there, because then it means we can put all of our fodder into things like the rivals, not the rivals, the base icon rewards, the SBCs, things like that. We can aim for them. And then we've got a reason to do them and put all our fodder in there, try and get Cantona out of it. So that's what we're going to keep doing with that. We do keep packing promos as we go on, but this promo actually, look at that, coins. Again on this account, coins. At that time, I think he gets me about 140k to add to the club, and we dip below 400k, so that's very much appreciated. They've obviously put these squad battle tokens in as well, with the mastery mode things that they're awarding. And Lewis Wing is in that, former Sheffield Wednesday player, so he is our chase for that. We do want Wing out of one of those packs because he's got ping pass, and I've not seen him be able to be eligible for any Evos yet, but he's not bad. And as you can see here, we're still packing high-rated fodder out of these packs, which is very useful if we do decide to do the base icon SBCs. And that's what we're doing here, actually. We're forming one of them here. It gets us a mega pack and it gets us some good mini rewards. But we eventually do get this max 90 base icon one, which I do believe, I think Cantona is the 89. So there's a way of getting him out of this. We'll just have to see if the luck is with us. It's a centre midfielder. It's French. Centre midfielder means straight away we've got an icon that's just going to be fodder. But that's the thing. There's only one icon we can technically pack that we can use. That's not a bad icon. Don't get me wrong. I think at this point in the game, she was worth like 700, 800k, so it's not abysmal. But again, useless to us. She might as well be a 10k discard price card. She's not even worth that because we can't use her at all. It was nice with the original 2x14s where you just kept seeing these informs come out because we've got a lot of tradable informs, but I want some untradable ones to keep putting back into these. And we were running out of untradable informs, so when best of was in packs, that was very useful. But we did run into this situation a lot of having to get rid of lower rated duplicates because we didn't have anything to churn them into with the SBCs. We even packed duplicate Thunderstrucks throughout all of this. Player picks were fun as well. Oh, I think I remember this one actually. I was like, that's not a bad player pick. Look at this. I mean, he's not an expensive icon, but getting an icon out of a player pick, it's not too bad with Roy Keane there. It's not bad in general. There's an inform in there, and then there was an 88 as well, but we go for the Roy Keane. About 65k, not too bad. And then we get another Thunderstruck just out of the 82. I swear I've got more luck out of the 82 times 2s and that for the promo cards, but I packed a really good Thunderstruck on my other account, but the Thunderstrucks on this account weren't fantastic, let's say. They were mainly the duplicates of these sort of players, but they can get upgrades, the Thunderstrucks. I don't know if that's past now, but I'm just waiting. Like Godfrey now is 87 overall with that Road to the Champions League thing. Road to the Knockouts. So we've got a really good centre-back in Godfrey now, so I'm really glad we picked him up with the early SBC, which was at the start of the game or something, wasn't it? So the fact is that he's at 87, I think that's probably going to be his ceiling. But now we can start thinking about Evos with Godfrey. Could we get him to above a 90 card and sort of have us going through the career with him? Again, this is one of 380 plus, and look, 2 86s, one inform and an 85. That's not bad. The picks were quite kind to us during Black Friday, but I think they were kind to everyone. Even the combo upgrades we're getting duplicate Thunderstrucks out of. I decided that this is the time during Black Friday. I was saving the coins. We've got 535 here for the Talk the Talk pack, which we'd been holding off until we could potentially get a tradable promo card out of it. And it does look like we have that. It's goalkeeper, it's Belgian, it's La Liga. So that obviously means it's Courtois. At this point, I don't really know how much he's worth. I'm thinking, he's tradable. Donnarumma's okay, because that's coins as well. You get an 89, and then I couldn't remember what rating Courtois was, but he's 90 overall. But as you probably know, goalkeepers are probably the worst promos you can get out of there because they're never worth that much. We put 150k into this, and looking at everything in the pack, I think we only made about 80k back once we got rid of everything. Probably 90, maybe at a push. But it's worth the gamble. It's worth the gamble when you've got the coins and nothing else to spend them on. I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with coins now because I think you've seen some of the Evos dropped recently that are 200 odd K. So they're going to start churning through the coins, but they're worth it if you can start getting absolutely fantastic players out the other side. We put Jamie Vardy in full force, so that gets rid of his cosmetic Evo we've put on, but it makes him 87. It improves his physicals. it's worth doing. That Jamie Vardy card is so good to use in game. We're still working on Nuhiu there. Well, yeah, elusive dribbler is what we put Paul through here, which does it. Unfortunately, if I'd not done this, it would have meant he could go through the winter wildcard right back. But at the time, it made sense to do it. Another Thunderstruck here out of an 80 plus pack. I think, again, that's a duplicate, but not too bad. 86 start as well, if they get upgraded. It could be some high-rated fodder. Oh, he's not a dupe, but discard price all the same. 82. They just keep coming out of these during Black Friday. I'm sure not everybody had the same thing, but I think we were all packing the same Thunderstrucks when we did pack Thunderstrucks. I really liked the Thunderstruck promo last year. I got this Katoto card that just carried me through the game when I wasn't really doing an RTG. She was very usable. And then there's this other promo. Is this one of the... God, I can't even remember. Oh, Trailblazers, this looks like. Because the best of was in packs. Again, not really useful for us, but I thought, oh, high-rated. Odegaard's in there. That's not bad. I'm like, is it higher-rated? But they obviously put the high-rated cards before the lower-rated cards if the promos sometimes, and she's actually like this card price. So, not too exciting. The squad battle mastery mode, though. We're looking for English. Centre-back. Not English. Not useful, this first one. Determined to get Lewis Wing. Determined. Defence first was quite a good flash evo for Bernard, up to 78 overall. Just slowly improving him. Defence at 87 now for him is fantastic. Here's some actual gameplay, because remember, it's not just menus in there. We did try and compete for Champions qualification, but to be honest, I think we won 2. And we had some sweaty situations, so I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered. Then EA announced that they're lowering the Champions qualification things after January. So we're just going to wait, guys. We're building the squad. And then when it's a bit easier to qualify for Champs, we'll do it. We could probably do it if I grinded it out and kept repeating the rivals. We've done it before. To be honest, if I switched on, we probably could have done it this time. But I just kept getting sweated. So I'm sure you've all been there. They also only had certain evos you could actually do in Champions, which was annoying, but we did get Antonio moving up through Pitch Predator. And obviously at the same time, this is our first Succession promo when this came in, the Ultimate Succession. I think we only got a couple of these cards, to be fair, but they were in the 82x14s. I didn't really like this promo. It was clearly a filler promo, and it wasn't very good, like Endo in there. I don't really like the cards that aren't live, but I do like this card a lot. Look at this. We finally complete the 100 Club Evolution for Ati Nuhiu, which makes him 86 overall with that Rapid Plus. We're going to look into his meta stats a little bit here because that's where he really shines. 4-star, 3-star, not great. Chip shot, power header, Rapid Plus, Relentless, and Aerial. 85 pace, 87 acceleration, 83 sprint speed, 89 shooting with 88 finishing, 94 shot power in there. Good long shots. Shooting is fantastic. Passing, nah, but it's not awful. Dribbling, his agility is woeful, his balance is woeful, which does make him a bit clunky. But the other stats kind of make up for it, and his physicality is good. He is quite clunky. He's not perfect, but he's better than what we've had. Let's go again for the squad battle modes. We want English. We want English. Centre mid. That's a good sign. English. League One. We do it. We know this is going to be Lewis Wing, who is obviously a former Sheffield Wednesday player. He's got that ping pass plus. That is such good play style. Now my midfield is stacked. He isn't going to start, but a few evos could change that. Because if you look at his overall face stats there, they are not bad. And that play style is really, really good. So say there's an evo. I think you can evo the tokens. You'd have to confirm that with me, but I do think you can. If I can get into like 87, 88 with some raised stats all around, he'd be very, very good. A player that is quite good, not fantastic, but quite good. I've used this guy for a while now at 84. Antonio. Obviously, Antonio's actually experienced a crash in real life, so I hope he's doing better and he's on the recovery path. We've obviously not done an episode since that, but that evo for him in this game is very, very good. We get Vardy in a team of the week. So immediately I have to try and buy that at any cost because we've got Vardy 87. I can't see this Vardy become a part of the squad. But having said that, there is often Team of the Week focused evolutions to keep an eye on, and obviously that's the dynamic image. So maybe eventually he replaces our Vardy if we get some good evos for him. We're going to have a crack again at striker. It's English, so it's not Cantona. It got my hopes up when I saw striker. I was like, come on, we can do this with this icon. But a lot of fodder went into it, and it's Shearer. Unfortunately, Shearer did not play for Sheffield Wednesday. We are going to put some of these cosmetic evos before they expired on the players like Nuiu, because why not? I had coins to burn at this point, and I thought, it makes the card look cool. So we put a lightning strike on Nuiu. We even put a lightning strike on Godfrey, which I think it kept when he went to an 87 overall as well. So that's nice. And it's a dynamic image, isn't it? Still working on the Wonder Wing there. Season 2 ladder excellence for Jamie Vardy is the one we're putting on, because he lost his goal scorer evo, but I think that looks nice as a cosmetic. Dino Magic is something we were looking at putting on Gassama, but I'm not going to lie, I forgot to do it. And I'm kind of glad I forgot to do it, and you'll see why when we get later into this episode. I missed the deadline by like a few hours, and I logged in and went, it's gone. So I forgot to activate it. But they put an evo in the same day, which was fantastic. Look at this Marco Matthias, though, with the in-game stats. Fantastic. Just a really, really good player. I just need to find a way to chem him in. But to be honest, Gassama might be replacing him soon. Spoiler alert. Murphy, 86 overall. He's just very, very good in game, and Rapid Plus has just made him better. He's the player I use to beat everybody, to be fair. Focus Charge is the one we start with Gassama. And we're going to start him on a journey. My plan here was to put him into Focus Charge, then put him into Dino Magic. But now we're just going to put him into Focus Charge and put him in something else. I was trying a little bit harder in the squad battles recently, trying to get Elite 3, Elite 2 sort of thing. So I was playing the games on Legendary and World Class a little bit more with this side. We've got a good enough side to play most of them on Legendary and World Class now. So even if I forget to place them, we usually place at least Gold 1, but we can do Elite 3 quite easily now. So while we're rolling for the Squad Battle Masters, we might even try to get to Elite 2. I don't know how long. I think it's in for a couple more weeks, so we'll go for it. But I did want the Team of the Week packs, which is why I pushed for it, because I want Vardy. And look here. I know we've just bought Vardy, but this is first owner Vardy. We've now got a first owner Vardy and another Vardy I'm just going to keep on the transfer list, so we've got him sitting there. So we've got options with the Evo. We can do something. But there was a chance of first owner Vardy. Had to go for the Team of the Week packs. Yeah, I struggled to know where to store this, actually, and then I was like, I just put it on the transfer list, which I need to sort because it's getting very full. And these Team of the Weeks are obviously tradable as well, which is the good thing about them. You could get an absolute banger in there, so it might be worth trying to get Elite 3 at least on the squad battles. Palmer completes Central Pillar. He's just a very good all-rounder now, Palmer, and there's a few more Evos. It was actually somebody in the community who I think tweeted me and talked about their Evo team and said how good Palmer was in game, even on base Evo. So I thought, you know what? Let's build him in. I don't know if I've activated this Rapid Wing Master, but you could see I was looking at Corbanu there. Masaba's obviously an option as well. But I think Gassama's going to be more of my project this year. Look at that! Bellingham. Literally the day after they released that 89 free Bellingham, we pack his gold card. And I think, oh, he's not tradable, but what would he be worth? He's like 20k now. It's ridiculous. Winter wingback. I've just said we can't use this on Pol. There is a play we can use it on. Already Evo Tavernier. That card looks brilliant. So there's going to be competition for Pol now. We can obviously play Pol higher up, maybe in Murphy's slot, but this is going to happen with Tavernier. He'll become 86 overall with good face stats. They've also put these cosmetic Evos on. I've not used any of them yet. I think the snow one looks... It could look better. The snow's not that impressive. So let me know if you want me to use the cosmetics. Or we've got 567k there. Probably should be saving the coins for a little while. Our first winter wildcard is packed in an 82x3. It's a striker. At this point, I'm like, who's this? And then I remember who's at Galatasaray. It's not Renard. It's Icardi. And Icardi is... I thought that's an alright card, you know. That should be worth a little bit. It's untradeable, but no. Pretty much discard price again. a lot of these cards are. We do keep packing fodder, though. Now the Winter Wildcards have brought the 82 pack by 14 backs. 14 back, even. And I'd always love a double inform because they're useful for the 82 by 14s. Gassama's through. Focus charge. And that's really important because now we can get a 91 rated Gassama, everybody. And if you've watched a short I released a little while ago, very close to this video, actually, because believe it or not, I've not actually recorded that short yet. That's how recording and editing works. You can get Gassama 91 rated with Press Proven and Finesse Shot Plus. But you need the Press Proven thing from the Evo Lounge thing, the Evo game mode. Massive shout out to this guy. I believe his name's Reese, going off his username. I was trying to quickly grind. I had about a day left to grind these, play 10 to get the Press Proven, and Reese FC saw I was a Wednesday fan. This guy was a Wednesday fan, and I assume that's why he let me have the easy win there by messing around with his keeper. So big shout out to Reese. Thank you very much. I saw you had a Wednesday Evo squad as well. It was very interesting for the first time coming up against another Wednesday Evo squad, and you gave me the win so I could get that Press Proven onto Gassama. Because the reason it needed to go onto Gassama here at 72 overall is I'm going to put him in Aerial Dominance and one of the other ones that would give a playstyle. Now, if I gave him that playstyle, he would have that playstyle. Whereas if he's locked into Press Proven, what happens is when you put him through the other playstyles, he keeps Press Proven. He doesn't get Acrobatic and things like that. And when he gets to the Winter Wildcard promo, he gets Finesse Shot Plus as well. So he's got Press Proven and Finesse Shot Plus at 91 rated. So by the time I see you next, I believe I will have completed that Evo, and we will have our best player to date in this RTG, and I'm very excited. So you can see this is why he's got to go through the other ones first, but he won't get that Playstyle Plus because we've given him that Press Proven Evo. He will get all the stat boosts from these, and he will get the rating boosts, and that's why when we put him in, he will be a much more well-rounded card by the time we put him through the new 200k, 250k, whatever it is, evolution. But yes, guys, please do keep supporting this series. This has got an even less of a community than the career mode I do has, so all your likes are appreciated, and I will keep updating you on the RTG process. And if you do see me on the game, feel free to give me a free win. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.